It's common for kids to come into the clinic with some kind of tooth pain. Usually it's a loose tooth. And she came to the clinic with her preschool teacher and was holding her little face. And her teacher said that even when she was taking her nap, even in her sleep, she'd hold her face and just be crying. When she opened her mouth, it was quite shocking. Her situation was so much more severe than I've ever seen, even doing medical missions in Central America.
The mother could not read or write, so we knew we would have to do a lot of her paperwork.
You know, you could see the hopelessness in her eyes. And we knew, man, we had to really take extreme measures just to really try to get this young lady some help. Because it was affecting, you know, everything. It was affecting her learning. It was affecting her teacher's ability to teach, man. It was affecting her family situation.
That's all she could think about. And once she showed us, it was all we could think about.
Once we identified where we could best serve, that's when we kind of developed a plan. We had to, you know, do something drastic.
I was so encouraged, and not just that we have a great team here, but that our community is so great. And if they couldn't help us directly, they made sure we knew where to go next. And about the time you'd feel like we wanted to give up, like there were many times I'd go to Lindsay, and Lindsay would say, just keep working it. We're gonna find a community partner that's gonna fit. And it won't just benefit her, it'll benefit, you know, our students down the road.
We wouldn't accept no, man. At the end of the day,
True.
We would not accept no for an answer.
Right. It really took the entire school, the teachers, the administrators, the secretary, everybody at the school played a piece in this puzzle. And that's what I love about it, is that we have people willing to do that, not just saying, that's not really my job.
You know, you may encounter a road that looks like a dead end, man. It looks like you're not making any leeway, you're not making any progress, you know. But what this process showed us is if you stay consistent and if you work together and teamwork, there is light at the end of the tunnel. If you understand that a kiddo is relying on you and they need you to be successful, you know, not only in school but in life. At the end of the day, man, just don't give up and keep pushing.
I have always wanted to have a mentor program here, but we just haven't had the availability of adult mentors, and this opportunity provided that.
I'm Sharon Nowak, and I am the executive assistant for the board and the superintendent. The counselor called me. I said, oh, I type like the wind, you know, I can sit there and type for the whole hour. She said, no, we need mentors. We need some mentors for our students. And I must have run out of the office and said, I get to be a mentor. It was really cool. We mentored 2 students each.
One particular student worked with Sharon on building his social skills. He is an excellent student in math and science and academics, but needs additional help relating to other people.
Every time we met with them, we would ask them, how are you feeling today? We would fill out if it was a happy face or a sad face. One time we were carrying a table back to the mentoring room, and I said, now you're in charge. You need to tell me which direction to go. And he said, okay. He said, okay, go west. And I had to think about where I was, you know, and I had to process which way was west, and it was just something that came right out of his mouth.
Another student that participated in the program was a young kindergartner who came to the school wanting to be in control and in charge of everything. Working with the mentor provided an opportunity to read books about positive classroom behavior, sharing, and some of those positive social skills. And it was just very beneficial to have someone else sending that message other than a teacher or a counselor. It was really helpful for her to hear that message over and over again.
So being able to leave my desk, having the opportunity, the blessing to go and spend some time on a campus was great for me, because I got a chance to get to know the district a little better. People on the campus, the kids, the teachers, the principals, the paras, all of them, that's a lot of hard work running after those little energy balls. I mean, it was amazing.
It felt really supportive to have people from administration coming out to the campuses to see what we do on a daily basis. They were here on the first day of school, greeting students, helping walk kindergartners to the classroom, just being that smiling, supporting face.
To actually be on the campus and see what goes on every day, that helped me see the big picture.
We would love to continue this program, and I know that our students at the end of the year gave their mentors a hug and asked, "Will I see you next year?"
That was kind of sweet. Yeah.
They made that emotional connection, which so many of our students really needed.
It was the highlight of my day every time I did it. Their success is my mission. I like that.
My name's Chuck Schimmelera, and I'm the fans manager at Haggard Middle School. I've been working with Plano ISD for, this will be my 20th year. And every year I get a brand new 6th grade class. I watch them grow until they get to 8th grade.
He lives and breathes Haggard Middle School. He is an icon here on our campus and in our community.
Since I'm a big kid at heart, I try to make the environment fun and friendly.
The man loves a theme. It literally starts at the entrance, and it's decorations, it's signs, it's music.
Easters, Super Bowls, Tin Man, St. Patrick's Day. I dye my hair green, my mustache green, my eyebrows green, and the kids are just laughing, going, "You did that?" I go, "Yeah, I molded." And it brings joy to me when they come in and see them turning on all the little toys that have batteries in them, watching their eyes, watching them screaming and carrying on, laughing. It started off small 20 years ago, and it's gotten really big. It keeps me busy.
The winter holidays, it looks like a blow-up wonderland, and he's got every holiday represented.
The kids are singing, they're dancing, going down the line, which shows me they're still kids at heart, because I tell them there's plenty of time to be an adult. My number one priority are these kids, and every day of my life in this kitchen since I've been here, it's all about them.
Chuck just brings love. He loves his job, he loves these kids. He has a vision, and he wants something special for every kid that walks in that cafeteria.
We had a girl that came years ago that came from another country that had been burned by her family, and an orphanage family brought her over to the U.S. I remember distinctly when she'd come through the line at breakfast, every morning I'd say good morning to her. So all I would say is good morning. She wouldn't really react, just kept her head down. A couple weeks into it, she finally started to say good morning. And within a month, she was looking up at me, talking to me, going, "Good morning, Mr. Chuck." And I was like, wow, what a big difference. The counselor came to me and she was in tears. And I'm going, "What's wrong?" She goes, "You made an impression on this girl, and you made an impression on the PALS kids, that one of them wants to give up her cheerleading position and donate it to this girl because of what you do and what she said about you to them." And I thought that was the biggest plus of my life, that a kid would give up their position to someone new because they cared that much about that person. To let them succeed, gave her the uniform, gave her the position, and she was on cloud 9. She'd come in, her head was up, her shoulders were back, she was smiling and just high-fiving people. There's no better job you could have if you love kids. I mean, you can't be any better off than you are in a school.
Committed to excellence.
Committed to excellence.
Dedicated to caring.
Dedicated to caring.
Powered by learning.
I am Plano ISD Proud.
Plano ISD Proud. Thank you. That's a wrap.